Hey everybody, it's John Bard with Children's Book Insider in the CBI Clubhouse and the Children's Writing Update. And I have a quickie for you today, but I think it's something potentially very cool. It's a brand new service that I wanted to tell you about. It's not from us. We don't have anything to do with this. It's just something we came across. And I have a feeling that it might turn out to be something very, very cool and something that you as children's book authors and potentially also as parents should know about. And it deals specifically with ebooks. You know, the ebook revolution is definitely taking hold, but more so in the adult area than in the children's book area. And the reason for it is that, if you're an adult, reading is a solitary venture. It doesn't really matter whether it's on a Kindle or another ebook reader or computer or whether it's the physical book. Your relationship to that material is the same. It's one-to-one. With children's books, particularly picture books and very young reader books, it is a different dynamic. It is a social thing. Children enjoy being read to. They like hearing the voice of a loved one speaking out the character's dialogue and such. It's a definitely much more interactive experience, and a simple ebook reader can't do that. This is why I'm sort of fascinated by Ripple and the Ripple Reader. This is something brand new. It's still in testing phase. They haven't launched yet. But it's something you certainly want to keep an eye on, again, both as an author and a parent potentially. Essentially, here's how Ripple works and what it is. And I'll start their little demo program here to run while I'm speaking. Ripple allows a parent, a loved one, anybody to pick out a children's book and then record the entire book in their voice. So they essentially are reading the pages, reading the text, reading the dialogue through a microphone on their computer. Then the child can access the story through the Ripple Reader. They could, as you can see there, they could have a physical book if they want, and they could also watch it on the reader and hear the voice of their loved one reading the story to them. And it's a simple thing. It really is simple. I'm surprised no one's thought of it before, but I think it does add that aspect of interactivity to an ebook. And it could be used, again, by grandparents who are living on the other side of the country, parents possibly in a divorced or separated situation. They're talking about a soldier abroad reading a story aloud for his child or for his niece or nephew or friend or what have you. Then every time that somebody does this for the child, it shows up in the same Ripple Reader screen, so they can log on and see if there's any new stories that have been purchased for them. So it's a very cool idea, very clever idea. For authors, what's I think sort of interesting about it is that there's no upfront cost. If you have the rights to the book, and this is important, if you've been published by another publisher, a third-party publisher, you may not have the rights to do this, but if you've self-published or if you've published electronically and you've maintained all the rights to your book, or you've done print on demand, or even some small presses allow you to have the rights back, revert the rights, then you can send your story into Ripple, no cost, and every time your story is purchased and read aloud, you would receive a royalty. So that's simply the way it works. Again, this is in testing. They haven't launched yet, but I wanted you to know about it because I think it can be something very, very useful. And if this is not exactly what makes it, something like this will make it. These guys, I think, have thought it through pretty well, so there's a good chance this is the one, but it could be something else. But this concept of bringing a loved one into the picture remotely to read the book to the child, to experience the book with the child, I think that's pretty much on the money. So keep an eye on it. Again, it is ripplereader.com. And also, of course, if you haven't yet, please, please, please come on over to the CBI Clubhouse and check it out. It is really amazing what's going on there. We've got, of course, the newsletter. We've got articles, audio, video, message boards, chat rooms, all sorts of stuff. It is really the place to be if you're a children's writer. So that's it for now. I'll see you again soon.